Hey Priscilla, I just wanted to let you know that this is Nancy and Jody Yarborough. They were the couple that helped us finish up part of the ident module this past week. After Jody, Danny, Boyce, and Camden got back from flying over Shell, landing in a remote village, pulling a few teeth, spearing some fish, or trying to, and eating new and wiggly food, we interns had the pleasure of meeting Jerry Gutierrez. Jerry, called Linda by her patients, is a missionary doctor and a language tracking coordinator for Global Recordings Network. Jerry grew up in MK in Oaxaca, Mexico, living among the Zapotec. Now, she and her husband work in Southern California, about an hour north of Tijuana. Global Recordings Network is a very unique translation organization. Unlike Wycliffe, that specializes in printing the Bible in languages, GRN puts special emphasis on oral traditions instead of writing down or printing a translated Bible in a language that, unlike ours, has no literal tradition. Their mission is to share the story of Jesus to every tribe in every language and dialect. The more I thought about Jerry and her job, it made me think that I might be interested in joining this ministry as well. They use indigenous speakers here to tell Bible stories and the gospel, and I like that idea because a majority of unreached peoples have an oral tradition instead of reading or having a written language. It also gives the indigenous God followers a chance to put the pure water of Jesus Christ into their own containers. Jerry did give me one warning. She said that Global Recordings Network specializes in small people groups because the easy part, reaching the groups that are close by or have a large population, has already been done. I'm going to have to pray long and hard before I make this decision, but God has put this ministry on my heart now. And now that I know about it, I'm very, 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 very glad I've come to Ecuador. Shortly after meeting Jerry, Camden, Boyce, and I found ourselves in a very familiar place. We had decided to go to camp with some of the kids from Young Life. The camp was run by Gallo's Church, and it was in the same place as the younger kids camp from a few weeks back. Sometimes you can tell how much fun I've had by how much mud is on my boots, but this camp was a little bit tiring, rough, and very, very hard on my patience. In the afternoons we played games until we got totally tired and beat, but that didn't keep the rest of the kids from staying up all night long in the rain, in the cold, and keeping me up along with them. Around 4:30 in the morning, all of the guys stripped down to boxers and started playing soccer by kicking the balls into the tents that had to be put in the gymnasium because it had started raining and flooding out the tents around 2 in the morning. Let's just say I got no sleep, and I don't know if I want to be a camp counselor anymore. I did have some fun with Veronica and David, two of the organizers for the camp. David runs the radio program Rincon Infantil, the kids' radio program that I have been learning how to run the computer at. Veronica is learning English, and David knows quite a lot of English himself, so they help me out a lot with my Spanish. After a Sunday of glorious rest, we had a pretty interesting evening on Monday. Some of the guys from Young Life showed up because they wanted to help us practice for the talent show on Tuesday night. Let's just say practice went really well, and we had a lot of fun. Cristo. My God. Priscilla, I'll see you on Friday.